I want to bring those who have wronged me to justice, and all those who have wronged me are right here. I will begin with Sir Gregor Clegane, who killed my sister's children, and then raped her with their blood still on his hands, before killing her too. I will be your champion.
What's the deal, my people? You know what it is, Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one, and this one is Bran Stark's champion. Now, we have seen in Game of Thrones from the beginning that people who cannot fight will find people who can fight for them. This is not new. This is what we see constantly.
I think we can assume that no one is willing to...
I'll stand for the dwarf.
You seem to be in good form.
Who am I fighting?
Does that matter?
I can't begin to contemplate.
What do you think he did to me?
Lady Sansa asked you a question.
Bitch. I mean, come on, people. If there was ever a time to use that word after a sentence, you know that's what Brienne was thinking right there. Bitch. Lady Sansa asked you a question. Bitch. Open your mouth.
You sound like a bitch.
Bitch!
You can take me to jail.
Take me to jail?
Lock me up.
Lock me up!
Go away the kid.
Go away the key!
I ain't afraid to fuck somebody in his ass.
Hey, no!
Anyway, when dealing with the champion of Bran Stark, we have to say that Mira Reed at one time was his champion. First, she was Jojen's champion, right? She did all the fighting for him. Then she started doing it for Bran. But then we seen Bran get rid of her. So I'm thinking that he needs a new champion. The man can't fight for himself. But what we have to remember is that Bran Stark himself always wanted to be a fighter.
Now that Bran's awake, will he come live with us?
Well, he needs to get his strength back first.
He wanted to be Knight of the King's Guard. He can't be one now, can he?
No.
Now, in Game of Thrones, we see that people always have dreams. Some of them are fantasy type dreams, but usually people have dreams. Bran wanted to be a Knight of the King's Guard, but he cannot be that. And that usually is what happens in this series. Whatever your dream is, you usually get a version of that dream, but not the version you were expecting. So let's remember that while we go into this video. So we see that Bran wanted to be a Knight of the King's Guard, but in the condition he is in now, he can no longer be that. So when we see Bran warg Hodor, especially when he's dueling with the mutineers, this is Bran himself in action. No doubt, because I think it's easy to forget sometimes that this is Bran. So when we see him breaking free of these chains and we look at the expression on his face, we're looking at the expression of Bran Stark, what's going on inside of his mind. Now, yes, at this particular time, Locke has kidnapped Bran. So obviously Bran is going to be upset. But if you look at the level of anger, it's a different type of anger that we're really not used to seeing Bran display. We never really see Bran being so mean or so angry, but this time you see him really let loose. And when we see him track down Locke finally, and he grabs Locke up, there's a reason why they keep showing you Hodor's face and switching back to Bran's warging face. They're showing you that because they're showing you that the expression on Hodor's face at this particular time is really the expression that should be on Bran's face. But Bran is warging him, so all you can see is the eyes roll back of his head. And this is clear to see because you see how Hodor himself reacts when he realizes what his body has done, when he realizes what Bran just forced him to do. So since we see Bran likes to get his own hands dirty, I can't see him just allowing someone to fight for him. It's going to have to be another warging situation, another Hodor type situation. But who could Bran use in this battle? Who could Bran use to fight the others? I think there's one person that would be perfect for him. We know it's easier for Bran to warg people who are not that smart, alright? So I think someone that fits the bill, that's not that smart, that's just as big as Hodor was, is the Mountain. I think that Bran could seize control of the Mountain and use him as his avatar, as his champion. Now we know that the Mountain has to have it out with his brother. That's also in the books. That's definitely going to happen. But if Bran is somehow able to get control of the Mountain, and we know that Greenseers have the ability to control the dead also. That is straight up from the books. We know he can do it. So if you want to say the Mountain's dead, Bran would still be able to control him. And then we know that the only way I see the Mountain dying is by fire. So if somehow Bran took control of him, and then he did a charge toward the Night's King and his dragon, just like we seen Jaime Lannister do with Daenerys and her dragon, that would end the Mountain story permanently. And then Bran would live out his dream of being a member of the King's Guard, because he would be fighting for Jon Snow, who is the rightful king, and he would be protecting him, so he would be part of his guard. But I also think there is a more likely situation.
But someday, he could be Lord of a Holdfast. He'll sit on the King's Council. Or he might raise castles, like Brandon the Builder.
And if you believe that Bran Stark has traveled through time, it's possible that he has sat on the King's Council. He has raised Holdfast. He could have been Brandon the Builder, but I think it's a better possibility that he is the Night's King, and he's warging all of the White Walkers and wargs right now, and those are his champions. I think that Bran is in his body, and his true champion is the Night's King. But you tell me what you think in the comment section, and if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, please spread this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace, and stay sexy.
Make him an offer again.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his head.
What?
I said no more shines. Maybe you didn't hear about it. You've been away a long time. Didn't go up there, tell you. I don't shine shoes anymore.
Relax, will you? For crying out, what's got into you? I'm breaking your balls a little bit, that's all. I'm only kidding with you.
Sometimes you don't sound like you're kidding. You know, there's a lot of people around.
So say good night to the back guy. Come on. The last time you're going to see a black guy in this.
I got 2 grenades in my house. I blow up all mobilists before I get you. I don't know what I do. So, you understand? I die with you.